This is WICR back here for Fridays. DeMarco and Leone do sports. Welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be talking about the MLB opening day, which is yesterday and today. We got some NHL news, and we also have some NBA news this time. Ooh, a little fancy stuff there. And another new topic, the World Cup. So let's go.
And like always, if you guys have any questions, please put it in the chat below.
Exactly. So, local scores for your New York teams. The New York Rangers are 46, 20, and 6, second in the Metro Division. The Islanders are 32, 28, and 9, fifth in the Metro Division. The New Jersey Devils are 24, 41, and 6, eighth in the Metro Division. The New York Knicks are 35 and 45, 12th in the Eastern Conference. The Brooklyn Nets are 42 and 38, eighth in the Eastern Conference. Here's the new ones. The New York Mets are 1 and 0, first in the NL East. And the New York Yankees, which by the time this goes out, the game will be in progress, are currently 0 and 0, unranked in the AL East. So, Mike, what do you want to talk about first?
So, in the schedule that we have right now is the New York Mets. So, I didn't watch the game. I watched part of it, but obviously Chris is a Mets fan, so he was able to watch it. But unfortunately, this is the second year in a row that the opening day started with a delay, wasn't it?
Yes. So not counting the COVID delay of 2020.
Okay.
Last year, there was an outbreak on the Washington Nationals
Really?
of COVID back in 2021. Wait, yeah, 2021. Yeah, okay. And that whole series was delayed to later in the season.
Damn.
Now, last night there was rain here and also in DC. However, it ended earlier in DC because you know how weather works. So, the game was delayed first from 3:30 to 7:20, something like that. And then it was delayed even further from 7:20 to 8:20 due to opening ceremonies, the field, clearing out, drying up from all the rain and whatnot. However, I did like the introduction ceremony that the Nationals put on. I thought it was very respectable. I liked the video montage of Max Scherzer, former pitcher for the Nationals, now pitching for the New York Mets. He's pitching tonight. He was pretty good in spring training. He had a little hamstring problem, but he got evaluated yesterday, and he's all good now. It was just a little, a nagging pain, but now it's fine now. So now you would assume, oh yeah, Jacob deGrom pitched last night, right? Nope. Guess what? He's injured again, as usual. So Tyler McGill was actually put in place yesterday, and let me tell you, what a performance from this guy. Last season, he was kind of mid. He was all right.
Kind of mid.
Yeah. He pitched 5 innings last night. I think it was 60 something pitches. Oh yeah, 60. Yeah, that's what it's called. And he only had 3 hits allowed, shutting out the Nationals in his 5 innings. However, Juan Soto in the 6th would get a home run off of Trevor May, who's a better Fortnite streamer than pitcher. And yes, he actually does stream Fortnite on Twitch, by the way. So
on Twitch.
Yeah.
It seems like all the what's it called? Like all the sports teams or sports people do that now, like on their off time.
Yeah, a few of them do. Some of the teams, particularly the NHL, are actually promoting like a gaming team alongside their team. Like the Islanders have their own like gaming team, but back to the Mets. First at bats for the newly acquired Sterling Marte, Mark Canha, and Eduardo Escobar. Out of the 3, I think Marte had the best night out of all 3. Offensively and defensively. He tried to steal a base in the first inning, but got out. I saw that play, go through, and even before he got to the base, I'm like, yeah, he's out. So,
yeah, it was just it just seems like it was the getting back into the groove of it.
Yeah.
So they're trying to like test to see who would be like their, let's
Yeah.
say, preferred player to steal the base and all of that. I
Yeah.
think.
And Patrick Corbin was throwing at first base while he was at first base in the first inning. However, after throwing it 3 times and he steals the base, gets out. So that's how I saw it develop, in my opinion, that he was going to get out. Speaking of Corbin, he ended the night pitching 4 innings with a 4.5 ERA, starting the season like that. He's still mid from last season. Hasn't really, been like, wow, that he's, one of the best. He was one of the best a couple years ago. But I don't know. Something must have happened. Now going over to the other side of the town of town, the Yankees. The home opener is taking place right now as we speak.
Yes, sir. Against the Red Sox.
Yes.
Ooh. We don't like the Red Sox.
Newly acquired Josh Donaldson is leading off the Yankees today. His first regular season at bat for the Yankees. And Aaron Judge extensions are taking place. After this script was written, there was a failed attempt to add an extension. I believe it was 7 years, $215 million.
Really?
He declined that offer.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah. So he declined 7 years. How much?
215 million. So however that divides out to be, he declined that.
250 million. So what is that? Quick math. Whoever's on watching it, please figure it out how much that is, because I can't do quick math in my head.
Yeah.
So, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember seeing on Bleacher Report that the Yankees were trying to make him the highest paid player in the franchise history.
Yeah.
I didn't, let's say, read the whole story about it, but based off of what, let's say, it seemed like they signed it, but based off of what you're saying now, it doesn't seem like they did, which is kind of annoying, but what are you gonna do?
Currently that title is held by Garrett Cole, who's pitching today against the Red Sox.
Okay.
So obviously Aaron Boone has not learned his lesson when having Garrett Cole pitching against the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Because we all know what happened for the wild card game.
Let's see. As we speak right now, oh jeez. Literally, I'm just looking at my phone right now. It's already 3-0 as we speak. The Red Sox are winning.
Let's go.
Bro, that's not even cool. And it's what? The top of the first? Come on.
That's Garrett Cole for you. I mean.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Kike Hernandez, for giving me 2 fantasy points. Really appreciate that.
That's actually really annoying. Dude, how does that happen? And they're playing at Yankee Stadium too, right?
Yes, they're playing in the Bronx today.
Bro, that's really frustrating. But what are you gonna do?
Yes. So.
But you would think that Garrett Cole will learn from his mistake in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know about that. The sticky stuff isn't really helping him out because he doesn't have the sticky stuff anymore. So.
Well, I do get that, but also, like, he needs to adjust. You would think a year break would, or let's say the extended break, I guess you could say, would, let's say, help him get used to, let's say, the non-sticky stuff. But honestly, he wasn't even using, let's say, that much of a sticky stuff, wasn't he?
He was using it up until June. If you see the statistics, you can see his stats decrease after when they enforced that rule last season. I don't have the exact statistics on me right now, obviously, but
makes sense.
But what
that's really frustrating. But it seems like we have a couple questions in the chat. So
go right ahead. Let's see.
We'll see. Okay. So let's see. So basketball. Okay. So basketball stuff. Yankees. Okay. So what about the Yankees batting? So what's it called? So obviously, I honestly don't even know the roster of
the Yankees acquired Josh Donaldson in the offseason for Gary Sanchez and a few other players. So Sanchez is out. He's in Minnesota now.
Oh, he's in Minnesota right now.
And then another guy, you new shortstop, Falfa, I think his last name is. It's a hyphenated last name.
Yeah. Kinnear Falfa or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, because what's it called? What's his face? Dude, I forgot his name. I can picture his face, but not his name. The previous shortstop that played for the Yankees.
Not Gleyber Torres.
Yeah, Gleyber Torres.
Yeah, he's at second now.
He's at second now. Isn't that his original position? I'm almost sure that's
so. I think so.
Yeah. So there's obviously some new faces and new names on this roster.
Yeah.
Obviously everyone's starting at zeros with the batting average. So I think Aaron Judge is obviously going to do a good job. Anthony Rizzo, same thing. Joey Gallo, same thing.
Yeah. Many strikeouts, but then he hits one and he gets a home run. That's Joey Gallo.
Yeah. Well, he's mainly one that is usually hits home runs. So,
yes. Yeah. He's very
same thing with Giancarlo Stanton, to be honest, I would say.
Yeah.
But we all know how, let's say, that situation is going on with the Yankees with Giancarlo Stanton. So hopefully he can give us something for the 10-year deal that we got for him. So, oh man. But anyway, it seems like we like Higgy a lot better than Sanchez. So, which is good. Who's that? But do you know who the backup is? Because it's
the backup for whom?
Higgy.
Hicks, you mean?
No, Higashioka. Because isn't Higashioka the starter now?
Oh, I don't know. I
have no idea.
You.
I have no idea. But I'm still so shocked that we're losing 3-0 literally in this.
I'm not. Because of his performance during the wild card game. When I saw that, and then I saw when I saw this morning that Garrett Cole was pitching again, I was like, why are they doing this?
But at the same time, that was at the Red Sox Stadium. It's completely different. You're at home.
Yeah, it's still very early. They might come back. So
yeah, that's true.
You never know with Josh Donaldson.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
But talking about the same topic,
yes.
What's it called? What do you think about the new rules added into the game?
Universal DH is great. It adds 15 new jobs to a roster. The shift, that's not till next season. I actually
I thought it was this season.
No, it's next season.
Okay.
I actually like how they're banning that. So it gives less of like an advantage to the defense. It evens things out, in my opinion.
Well, but wouldn't it give a better advantage to the offense because they're not shifting towards the batter's favorite?
That too.
Because like I don't know if you were here or not, but I was covering a story with Joey Gallo where obviously he wasn't performing as well as he was in Texas.
Yeah.
And he was blaming the shift about if
I remember when he said that.
Yeah, if they canceled the shift or let's say they banned the shift, he would have a better chance.
Oh yeah.
In getting on base, which kind of makes sense because like obviously right now in this time of age, all the millennials are like, "Well, baseball is so boring, like it's so slow," which I get it.
I love it.
But honestly, it's such a great game. It's one of those things where it could be like a blowout or each team can go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And that's the suspense of that game. If you don't have patience, then that's not a sport for you to watch.
Yeah.
But baseball is one of the most popular sports in this country for sure. Obviously behind football and hockey. Well, actually, it's weird because both hockey and baseball are like kind of the same, let's say, tier of popularity.
Yeah, because
but I would say baseball's higher.
Hockey is Canada's sport, while baseball is America's sport, I would say. I mean, yeah, there's football too, like that reigns supreme.
Oh my god, yeah.
But like there are certain parts of the country that's it's all baseball.
Well, yeah, like I would say probably mainly the South. Probably all baseball, man. Probably.
It's huge in Florida.
Yeah.
Huge.
Well, yeah. The Yankees have their spring training is in Tampa, Florida, which you're familiarized yourself with Tampa. So
yeah.
What's it called? But yeah, like it's obviously the best place to play because it rarely gets cold down there.
Yeah.
The average temperature is like 90 plus basically. You don't get terrible snowstorms like in the Northeast. So It's good. It's great. You don't have to be worried about all that. So
Yeah.
let's see if there's other baseball questions. Yeah, Suarez is second baseman.
Yeah.
And should the Yankees trade Stanton?
No.
MD is asking.
No.
Honestly,
it's too big of a contract. Nobody would want that contract.
There's no one that's gonna let's say take his contract. That's let's say one of the main reasons why the Marlins traded to us because it couldn't pay his contract.
Yeah, because the Marlins are a poverty franchise.
Yeah. But didn't you say you were happy that Derek Jeter sold his portion of the team?
I think I mean with the player strike, I saw that coming because he was a player for what 19, 20 years.
Well, yeah. Basically.
So
well
he sees that point of view, and as the owner,
exactly.
He can't.
Well, yeah, exactly. But like, at least he tried to be an owner, which I think he did a pretty good job. I really don't know what exactly he did, to be honest.
He sold away Stanton, Yelich, Riomoto.
But he brought money back to the club though. Because if you think about,
he drafted Jazz Chisholm, but that
in my view, it's rebuilding. So
forever rebuild.
Being part of let's say teams that have been sucking for 10 plus years, quote unquote, the Giants, you appreciate when let's say there's a player or players that have a high contract and aren't producing the amount that you want them to produce.
Yeah.
So it's great for them to sell the players so you can get better players for a lower price. That's my thinking. And that's what I think the Yankees were trying to do with Aaron Judge.
I don't think they're going to trade him.
Well, obviously, I honestly don't think they're going to.
He's your franchise guy right there.
Obviously. But in my view, I think obviously they shouldn't sell him whatsoever. He's one of our best players. Like I said, he's going to be franchised. It's just the idea of what both him and the Yankee organization think he should get paid.
Yeah, I just
because I think they're going to arbitration right now. I don't know. So that's what I heard.
They might.
Because the thing is that like if
I wouldn't be shocked
if the Yankees and Aaron Judge don't agree on how much he should get paid, then they're gonna go to arbitration. There's no other way to figure out the contract.
Yeah,
and it usually ends up bad because let's say the player says he should get paid so much, and then or a certain amount, and then the club says different. And then once the arbitration comes, it can either swing either or.
Yeah,
depending, and usually doesn't end up good. Like. I forget his name, but it was one of the pitchers from the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rican. I forget. He was a former Yankee, and he got traded to the Mets. He was a big, tall dude. I don't even know if he plays for the Mets anymore, to be honest.
I don't think so.
If anyone remembers who I'm talking about, quote unquote, my dad, because I know you're listening. If you remember or you know who I'm talking about, please.
Was it recent?
Probably a couple years ago. I remember seeing that. I really don't remember. I'm so much better at remembering faces and names. I'm so bad at remembering names. Like I literally ask people like 30 times what their name is. Like, but it's really, really bad. Anyway, not getting off topic or anything, but yeah, so if they go in arbitration, I think it's gonna end up badly for Aaron Judge because I remember he was asked, or like I don't know if it was just an example, but like if I'm pretty sure it was this guy.
Yes.
He was asking for like 17. No. He was looking for 21 million, and the Yankees said he would get 17.
Got to update you on Red Sox Yankees.
No.
The Yankees are up by 2 now.
No,
it's
way.
3-2.
No way.
It's 3-2. So.
Oh hell yeah, let's go.
Come on,
that's what I'm talking about.
What are you doing, man?
That's what I'm talking about. Yankees. Let's go.
Who
was it? A home run or what?
No,
Rizzo.
Oh no, it was Rizzo, a home run.
Let's go.
Judge scored.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, let's see. What position? He was a pitcher. So I'm trying to think. What's it called? This directed to my dad. I don't know if you remember a game, but this is probably like this, let's say you're probably not even gonna get it, but what's it called? We were watching a game and he like balked against the Red Sox.
Yeah.
It's like a general comment, but like obviously I don't think you're gonna get it because I just remember that only just because I don't know. That's literally the only play I remember him doing, to be honest. But anyway, so, what's it called? So we can keep going because I am losing the track of thought. Anyway,
Yeah.
So let's continue the next topic.
Yeah.
So let's talk about NHL. Go ahead, Chris.
All right. So my New York Islanders were playing against the Carolina Hurricanes tonight in North Carolina.
That's tough.
The playoff hopes, that's it.
Well, you did say the other show, like a couple shows before, you had like a 1 point something chance to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, it went up to about 3, and then we got defeated by the Dallas Stars.
Damn. They're decent,
earlier
though.
this week.
The Dallas Stars.
They're okay.
Better than the Islanders.
They
okay, you know what kind of like bugs me about it? The Islanders are out of the playoffs, but somehow they were able to beat the Rangers twice.
Because Barry Trotz is a better hockey coach than Gerard Gallant can wish. He can.
Okay. Gerard Gallant is bringing us to the postseason, his first season as a head coach. I'm gonna let you in
on a little something. You ready? You ready for this? You ready for this?
What?
Okay, so
come on, bring it to me.
The Islanders beat Gerard Gallant back in 2015 when he was the head coach of the Florida Panthers. When they won their division, we were the wild card spot. We beat them in 6 games.
Okay,
couple years later,
2015, my dude.
Couple years later, Barry Trotz beat Gerard Gallant's Vegas Golden Knights in a Stanley Cup final in 2018.
Okay. But did they win the Stanley Cup in 2018?
Yes, the Capitals won the Cup in 2018.
Was he the head coach of the Capitals?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about the Capitals. I'm talking about the Islanders.
I'm saying Barry Trotz is a better coach than Gerard Gallant.
But no, because I'm saying strictly Rangers and Islanders. Talk to me once both Rangers and Islanders go to the playoffs and the Islanders beat the Rangers in the playoffs. Then we can talk.
We've had several every time we meet them,
but
with the exception of.
But right now,
I think it's 3 times.
But right now with the new head coach for the Rangers, so talk to me when.
I'm just letting you know we've beaten Gerard Gallant many times, and same as Barry Trotz.
Okay,
so.
But are you guys in the playoffs?
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. It does matter because. It just shows that we're a better team than you guys and better coached. Because if you guys were a better coach,
did you guys start with a 13-game road trip? Did you guys have a COVID outbreak and then Ryan Pollock out for half the season?
Actually, we play less. What's it called? This season we played more away games than home. Actually,
that will even out.
So exactly, but we played a lot more away games at home, and obviously the rest of the games right now are going to be at home. So, and basically shows that we're a better team because we can win away from home, but you guys can't.
Half the team had COVID in November, and we still played, and we lost 9 games in a row, my friend.
Well,
because we had the Bridgeport Islanders playing. That's why.
If Barry Trotz was such a good coach, he would have canceled, let's say, the Islanders, season.
It's not up to him.
Okay, he would have been like forfeit.
No. No, it's up to Mr. Bettman up in Toronto. Who, I have my own opinions on.
Is he the...
He's the commissioner of the NHL.
Oh, he's the commissioner of the NHL? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we just saw some of our friends outside, so... what's it called? But yeah, so this I'm saying. Barry Trotz is not a better coach.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Barry Trotz has brought us to the conference finals.
And I've only been watching hockey for like a year and a half.
Barry Trotz has brought us to the conference finals 2 years in a row. But okay.
Coach than Barry Trotz. I can tell you that.
Barry Trotz has brought the Islanders 2 years in a row to the conference final. Sure, we lost.
Okay,
both of
but
them.
did you lost, didn't you?
Well, it's still
Okay, when's the last
Still.
time? When's the last time you won a Stanley Cup?
1983.
Exactly. Was it with Barry Trotz?
No, it was with Al Arbor.
Exactly.
It was with Hall of Fame coach Al Arbor.
And then what's it called? Correct me if I'm wrong, but did Gerard Gallant win the Stanley Cup with the Vegas Knights?
No.
Oh, didn't he? Oh,
no.
I thought he did. Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say that, and then now I got shut down.
No, he didn't.
Okay, well,
because Barry Trotz beat him in 5 games.
In 5 games?
Yes.
But still, I'm still telling you that Gerard Gallant is a lot better than Barry Trotz.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Our bald coach is better than your bald coach.
There's nothing more shinier than Barry's bald head, my friend.
Dude, he has a big head. I can tell you that right now. And now going to the Rangers.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm very happy with how the Rangers are playing, especially yesterday.
There's a brawl at the end.
At the end. I don't know if you guys, whoever's watching right now, I know my dad's watching, but anyone else, I don't know if you guys saw the game yesterday, but there was a fight at the end after the whistle blew. And I think, well, based on the video, I couldn't really tell, but based on the video, it seems like Chris Kreider chipped a tooth. That's what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
He was bleeding from his mouth. That's the only thing I could see, to be honest, and a little gap in his teeth. But other than that, but yesterday we played the Pittsburgh Penguins and we beat them 3-0 at the Garden, which is actually really good because based off of the standings right now, we're projected to play against the Penguins in the playoffs. And we beat them like 3 times in a row already.
I'll check.
So yeah, but fact check me for that. I'm almost sure they did because we did. Or no, last time I think we lost. Did we? I don't know, but correct me if I'm wrong, chat or Chris, whichever one.
That's Florida. Here we go. So on February 26th, Pittsburgh beat you guys in a shutout, 1-0.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
March 25th, you guys beat Pittsburgh.
Okay.
29th, you guys also beat Pittsburgh, and then again last night.
Okay, so 3 times in a row. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we did beat them 3 times in a row, twice away and 1 at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sidney Crosby, as well as defender John Marino were out for the game for non-COVID illness. It was a great game between the Penguins that are maybe one that we're going to play the playoffs. The Rangers are second with 98 points in the Metro Division, and the Penguins are third with 92 points in the division. So we're 6 points in between each other, and there's only how many games just left? Like there's not a lot left because it's
so. I'll say for the Islanders, there's 13 games remaining.
So probably the same thing on the Rangers.
For the Rangers, there's 10.
10? Okay.
Same thing with the Penguins.
Okay, so 10. And we what's it called? It was like 72 games we played already, right? I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we only have 10 more games left, and we're tied with games played with the Penguins. So which is really good. The game was really close in the first period. We were trading shots. And then as the second, what's it called? But however, in the 24th, the game kicked close from the first period. And in the second, so basically just a recap. In the first period, I don't know if you guys know, but just a quick stats. The Penguins are second in best of beating the power play, and the Rangers are best at scoring power play. So it was best defense against best offense, basically. So it was really interesting to see when we got, let's say, power plays and how well the Penguins are able to stop, let's say, the power play.
The Penguins have the best power. What was it? You say the best penalty kill?
Yeah, second. They're second.
The best penalty kill in the regular season, then everything shuts down the postseason. So you guys
see, no, I can definitely say when I was watching the game, especially when they were when the Rangers had a power play, even though we had one player extra, it seemed like we were playing a man down.
Yeah.
Because how much the Penguins pressed during the power play, to be honest. I can definitely say that's that because they're really good at doing that. And they're also Sidney Crosby, yeah, like I said, Sidney Crosby was out, so that also was a big factor. What's it called? So, however, finally in 24 seconds into the second half, the Rangers scored. Goal from Frank Vaterno, assisted by Mika Zibanejad and Chris Kreider. And then 9 minutes and 47 seconds into the second half, the Rangers scored again.
Second period.
What? Yeah, this is the second period.
You said half.
What did I say? Half? Oh,
Yeah.
second period. Yeah, I what's it called? I like soccer better. So, scored. Artemi Panarin, assisted by Jacob Trouba and Andrew Kopp. And then finally, the third period. Dyron. Dyron Hunt scored the third goal. It was it was an open net goal, with 37 seconds left in the game. And like I said in the beginning, there was a huge fight at the end because at the end Tyler Mott got hit by Anthony Angelio, and obviously the Rangers didn't like that, so there was a huge.
And also, Shesterkin was waving goodbye to the Penguins too.
Yeah, I saw that.
That probably,
Well, that was after the fight, though.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was after the fight. Yeah, Igor was just standing there.
I didn't. Obviously, I was watching the Mets, so I didn't see the whole order.
Yeah. So what happened first? Like right before the whistle blew, Anthony Angelio hit Tyler Mott, like a really, let's say, kind of like a blindside hit.
Yeah.
And obviously the Rangers players didn't like that, so basically everyone cleared from the benches, and there was a huge brawl. And what's it called? And then at the end, Chris Kreider was basically lost a tooth. So
yeah.
Let's see the chat. Okay. Let's see. Any hockey comments, guys? It doesn't seem like it. Yankees and Mets really trading different. So, just a little what's it called? Baseball comment or question that the Yankees and the Mets rarely trade between each other.
They actually had a trade this offseason,
like
maybe 4 or 5 days ago. We traded what's his name? Miguel Castro for Joely Rodriguez, I think.
Okay.
They're both relievers. They're both decent. They're not,
they're mid.
Yeah, they're okay. Castro had a good season last season, which it's kind of a shame we got rid of him, but
yeah,
it's whatever.
So, any questions on hockey, guys? No? Okay. So we'll continue on to the NBA news. You want to take that away, Chris?
Well, this is not my forte, but
it's not my forte either.
Yeah. So, but it should be mentioned that their playoffs are beginning. I believe on the 16th. There's 2 more games the regular season. And only the top 18. Well, yeah. So, basketball. This is news to me that it works differently than most of the playoffs.
Makes sense.
There's like a play-in round. So the top 10 teams make it to the playoffs, but that bottom 4 competes for those 2 last spots.
Okay.
So, for example, the Brooklyn Nets are in that play-in round. Okay. So if they win against,
I think it's Miami. I think they have.
No, Miami is the number 1 seed.
Oh, okay.
So for the play, I'll make an example. Let's say they're versing the I don't know, the Celtics. All right. Let's just say for example, because that's the only one I can think of.
Okay.
So if they win in that play-in round, Boston's eliminated and Brooklyn goes up to the playoffs.
Oh, so it's a 1-game elimination.
I think so.
That kind of sounds right, to be honest.
I'm not 100% sure.
That's kind of like, it's kind of similar to the wild card games with the NFL.
Yeah, with the NBA, not NBA. I'm sorry. With baseball, you
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's
So
kind of similar a little bit.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Now the Nets are the better team this year.
definitely.
Both the Knicks and the Nets made the playoffs last year. Um,
Yeah.
the Nets made it to the conference semifinal, I think, against the
The
Bucks. And
yeah.
I remember, I think it was Kevin Durant. He tried to throw a half court throw,
Mhm.
and apparently it was a terrible throw. Nobody knows why he did it, but it cost them the entire game.
Jeez.
And the Knicks lost in the first round against, I don't remember, but
The Atlanta.
oh wow. Yeah, yeah. A lot of the Knicks fans don't like
Yeah.
Trey Young and the
No.
Atlanta, so that's
Yeah, they
ooh,
definitely expressed their hatred towards
yeah.
him for
hmm
sure.
Now on Wednesday, the Knicks and the Nets, they played each other, and the Nets won 110-98. It was actually a comeback win, I think, for the Nets. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
they were. I remember
Yeah.
seeing in the first quarter, the Knicks were winning by was like 5 or 6 points.
hmm
Um, and as the game went on, what's it called? Obviously the Nets came through.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that, let's say now that the COVID restriction is lifted, Kyrie can now play at home.
hmm
And you can definitely tell, let's say, the impact that both Kevin Durant and Kyrie have on this team.
Yeah.
Because yesterday, Kevin Durant had a triple double, 32 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds. And Kyrie had 24 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds.
hmm
So would have both of them basically in total, what, 56 points combined. So it's definitely like that's basically half of their points right there.
Yeah.
So, and just the little spreadsheet, let's say comparing the two teams, the Brooklyn Nets on field goals, the Brooklyn Nets were 41 and 93, 44%. Um, but on the other hand, the Knicks was 32 and 83, 38.6%. Three pointers, they were, let's say, basically even. The Nets had 14 threes out of 41, 34.1%.
Yeah.
And the Knicks had literally a 0.1% better. 13 threes out of 38 with 34.2%.
hmm
In free throws, the Nets were better, 14 out of 18, 77.8%. And the Knicks went for 21 and 36, 58.3%.
That sounds familiar to a certain local basketball team
Literally, Iona
who sucks at
College.
three throws. I don't know who that might be though.
Yeah, the mascot's probably Killian or something. I don't know. but yeah, no, it's like just let's say understanding the game of basketball. When you have a chance to score a free throw, you're literally the other team is basically giving you a point.
Yeah.
Like you're more likely to get a free throw than a 3-point
hmm
because it's easier. But
Yeah.
let's say with Iona College, for example, next year they have to be impeccable with free throws. That's just me, and
Yeah.
in my view, because there was a lot of games that we played that were determined by the amount of free throws we missed, because throughout the season we were like 50% from free throws.
Yeah.
And that could either mean like 10 out of 20 free throws or 1 out of 2 free throws.
Yeah.
But it's a big difference scoring those 20 points and 10 points.
hmm
Especially with the NIT game. We lost by 8, but we missed 8 free throws.
Yeah.
So we definitely would have gone tied or won that game, but
hmm
obviously with free throws. Let's just see the comments
hmm
here. So one time, any news of players for basketball? So related to basketball, is there any news on players for Iona? Like any, let's say, transfer news?
Not that I know of.
I haven't really heard anything. So Um, Nothing has been, let's say, on the news yet. The only thing that I did hear
Yeah.
from what's it called? There's paparazzi outside.
Yes.
But the only thing I remember hearing on Bleacher Report was since Shaquem Holiday, whatever his first name is, the head coach for St. Peter's.
Oh yeah, he went to Seton Hall. I'm pretty
He
sure.
went to Seton Hall,
Yeah.
but after he or let's say got the job at Seton Hall, 3 of their starting 5 players are in the transfer portal.
Yeah, I think what's his name, Doug Eard or something.
I have no idea what their name is.
Yeah, one of them's in the transfer portal. He was like the star of that team. He's in the transfer portal.
Imagine we get one of them.
That would be interesting. A division rival. Getting that play.
You never know. It could be a possibility.
Yeah,
We could see a player turn from dark blue to maroon.
I hope so.
So just let's say, I'm pretty sure everyone's wondering, let's say, what Iona needs.
People who can do free throws.
Yeah, for next season, that's one thing. We need a designated player that can shoot
losing
3-pointers.
We're losing 3 major guys, right?
We lost Dylan Van Eyck.
Yeah,
He was the guard.
I liked him. He was pretty cool.
He acted as, let's say, a makeshift center.
Yeah.
We lost Elijah Joyner. He was a graduate student. All these guys I'm naming are graduate students. Elijah Joyner, he was a forward. And Tyson Jolly.
Really? Thing. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 3 big blows to the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're all Tyson Jolly and Elijah Joyner, they were transfers. Graduate transfers.
Okay.
So they're only graduate students are only eligible for 1 year.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
In basketball, yeah, in the college basketball. So
yep. All right. So you want to check the board, then we're gonna go to another topic.
Yep, HBO special recommended. So my what's it called? MD is recommending the Bird Magic HBO special. If you guys...
the Lakers show. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the guy from Step Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the documentary called Bird and Magic. It's actually, I don't know if you've seen it, Chris, or any of you that are listening right now. It's a really good documentary. But switching gears, a new topic that only comes once every 4 years.
Yes.
The famous and most popular World Cup. So obviously everyone knows what the World Cup is. If you don't know what the World Cup is, you're probably living under a rock. But let's say if people don't know what the World Cup is, I'll just give you a brief let's say understanding of what it is. So the World Cup happens every 4 years. And it's basically a soccer tournament between all the countries around the world. Each conference in each continent play a qualifier tournament.
Yeah.
And there's only 32 spots in this tournament. Obviously there's a lot more teams or nationalities than 32 teams, but they have to do this let's say tournament to get to 32. If every single country played in one tournament, it would take years.
Yeah.
But what's it called? But in the top 3 that made it from the the North American Conference was Canada made it first, Mexico second, and the USA third, which finally in 8 years since not last World Cup, but the World Cup before, in 2014.
Yeah.
That was the last time the US made the World Cup. That was 8 years ago, which is crazy to me. The only reason why I would say is because, like I said, I covered this show before you weren't here. I remember talking to, I don't know if I've talked this to you about it, but I would say the main reason why is because in this country, playing soccer for a high-end club is very expensive.
It's rare too.
It's very expensive.
It's rare.
In other countries, like in South America or in Europe, it's not expensive at all, because all these countries obviously um have a lower status, and there's a lot.
Well, not just that. Here in the United States, we like different. We're not. We're not a soccer country. We're football,
Exactly, but
baseball.
it's
You
slowly
know,
getting there though.
yeah, it's up and coming. I don't see it being a major sport for at least another 10 years or
Oh
so.
yeah, it's slowly
Um,
but surely coming. But
but I do think that the reason for that is because of its popularity. It's not that popular right now,
oh yeah,
but
exactly.
it'll get there. It will.
Exactly. Yeah. And so like for example, I gave this example last time. Um this is why we have Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. They came from really poor families. Their parents
Ronaldo is from Brazil.
no,
No?
Portugal.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking of somebody else. And
Neymar.
then Messi is from Argentina.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that I know.
So for example, Messi and Ronaldo, okay? Um it's funny because Messi has a different story than Ronaldo, but I'll
Yeah.
just say outshorten them. Ronaldo, he grew up in Portugal in Lisbon, the capital of Portugal.
Yeah.
His father would basically go from job to job. Obviously, he really couldn't what's it called? Keep a steady job. So his gateway of, let's say, escaping, meaning Ronaldo, his gateway of escaping, let's say, his father and let's say his family per se,
That's
is
probably
playing soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the only way he knew how to, let's say, improve on himself. And soccer obviously is a great sport, but also is really, it has really great life lessons for sure.
Yes.
And so he started on the academy of Sporting Lisbon. He went from there to the top team, and then
Mike,
played.
I'm gonna step out for a second.
Yeah,
So
no worries. What's it called? He then went to the, what's it called, first level of Sporting Lisbon, and then played against Manchester United, where he got found by Sir Alex Ferguson, and then from there it's his.
Alex Ferguson.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He was knighted. That's why it's called Sir.
Yes. Yeah.
In Messi's case, since he grew up in Argentina, he actually did an academy in Argentina, but then got found out by a recruiter from Barcelona and told him to move to Spain, Barcelona, do the academy in Barcelona. And that's how he was able to go up the ranks. And obviously, same thing. He came from a low family. Only way he knew how to escape was from soccer. So,
yep.
But just going back to the World Cup.
So this group, by the way, that we're in is so tensions if you think about it. So England, we're buddy with them, right?
The Revolutionary War.
Then there's Iran.
Yeah.
When I saw that I was like, oh boy.
See, there's okay, so it's very. I'm not going to say, let's say, describe the whole thing, but there's, let's say, a potential that Iran might get kicked out of the World Cup.
Why is that?
So I'm not going to describe it here on the air because it's not, let's say, it's not that it's not appropriate, but it's like based on their culture. So I'll just like give like a brief description. Iran didn't let women attend some of the games. In their home games. FIFA found out, and FIFA are threatening Iran to get kicked out of the World Cup. But that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not. So like Chris was saying, England is in our group, Iran, obviously us, and then there's still one more playoff game to be played, either Wales, Ukraine, or Scotland. And what you can, let's say, I want to ask you this question.
Yeah.
And also this question's for the chat as well. Do you think that Ukraine should automatically be in the World Cup based on what is happening?
No.
Okay.
That wouldn't. I think. Okay, they're the victim of that invasion.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't be. If anything, Russia should not be allowed to play.
They're not.
That's the point. There you go.
They what's
That's
it
it.
called? Russia. What was there was gonna be something held in Russia. I forget what exactly. Um, I really don't remember, but they were Russia's not allowed to be in the World Cup. I
Yeah.
know that, but
As they shouldn't.
that's just my thing. Let's see what the chat thinks. What are the predictions for the world? Okay.
Croatia all the way.
Croatia. Chris is a Croatia fan. He likes Luka Modric, which
Yeah,
he
my
plays.
boy Modric.
He plays for Real Madrid. Let's go. We beat Barca. Sorry for Barca fans online, but we're better. So yeah. So okay. So just a blind, and also the chat. You can what's it called? Let's say participate as well. Who do you think is gonna be, or what do you think the order is? In this group, and I can also tell you the other group for Mexico, since I support Mexico as well. So right now, let's do the US group, okay? So just a refresher for the chat, the group is England, Iran, USA, or either Wales, Ukraine, or Scotland. So what do you think is for who you think is gonna go first, second, third, and fourth? Go.
I think England will reign supreme, knowing them.
Okay.
Then us.
Okay.
The thing is, you don't know if Iran's gonna be in it though. Should I assume they're gonna be in it?
Assume they're gonna be in it.
All right. So then I'm gonna say Wales is gonna win out of the three of them.
Okay.
So then Wales is third, then Iran.
Okay. Okay. See, in my thinking, the England USA game is gonna be such a good
That's
game.
gonna be nuts.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
Where is that? That's in
Qatar.
Qatar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Qatar. So just let's say a reference. The game, the first. Okay, and also I left this out. So everyone knows that World Cup is every 4 years in the summer. However, it's going to be a little bit different this year, since in Qatar it gets super hot, roughly like what 110 ish degrees
because
Fahrenheit.
they're in the desert. Yeah,
it gets super hot in the summer. So what FIFA decided to do is, instead of doing it in the summer, they're going to be doing it in the winter.
Yes.
So we have to wait 6 more months for the World Cup, but it is what it is. Excuse me. So our first game, since we're third in the bracket, we're going to be playing meaning the US is going to be playing against either Wales, Ukraine, and Scotland first on the 21st of November. Our second game against England will be the 25th of November. And well, I guess I forgot to put this in.
So we play.
So
if we lose against Wales, Ukraine, or Scotland, we still play against England.
Yeah, this is a group stage. So we play.
Okay.
So we play each team once, and then based off of who wins. So they already predicted all of this happening. So meaning like, whoever wins between, because we're in Group B. Whoever wins, let's say whoever wins Group B plays whoever is second place in Group, I don't know, like E or something like that.
Okay.
So FIFA already, let's say, made these brackets. So I honestly don't even know who the US wins. So let's say theoretically, based off of what Chris predicted, if we're in second place, we will play whoever wins the other group. I don't know exactly what group it's at. So since we're second, we'll play whoever wins in group, let's say C, let's just say for an example. What's it called? So, and let's see what the chat says about, let's say
you said Group E.
No, it was just an example. I don't know.
Oh,
exactly
okay.
Who it was? Yes, Ukraine should get automatically bid into the World Cup. So the chat says that Ukraine should be automatically bid into the World Cup.
I think while it's a tragedy what's going on there, as long as Russia's out, in my opinion, that's
Mhm.
the way you should go around it,
Mhm,
because they should be punished by the world community
mhm,
for what they're doing there.
mhm.
I
Exactly.
think automatically putting them in, it's a little much. I
Mhm,
think they should still compete for their spot.
mhm.
That's just my
Interesting.
opinion.
But as well, chat. If what's it called? Please decide who you what's it called, the standings are going to be for the USA group. Like I said, it's England, Iran, US, Wales, Ukraine, or Scotland. So just rank them. I want to see what y'all think, and then also Mexico's group. So Mexico has Argentina,
Oh, this is
Mexico,
a good one.
Saudi Arabia,
Poland.
and Poland. So
That's a great. That's
that's if you would, because every World Cup there's a group of death.
I
I
this
would say this group is a group of death. I would say
I would say the one with Brazil too, if they're in it.
because yeah, Brazil's in it.
And that one's okay. Group G,
Because what? Who do they have?
Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon.
Eh, Brazil would definitely win that group,
Oh yeah.
but I don't know. Yeah, there really isn't a group of death this year.
Group E,
What is it?
Spain, and then there's one that's not decided yet. Germany and Japan.
Okay. Oh, the one that's decided is either the United Arab Emirates and
No, it's Costa Rica and New Zealand.
okay, so then which one? Oh, there's three. Yeah. Okay. So
I think that'll
okay,
be
so the chat
Costa
thinks
Rica.
that England and US wait, oh, so they think that the order is gonna be England, US, and if Wales wins, it would be Wales and then Iran.
Yeah, so same
So
thing as me.
exactly. So
Yeah, Group C, Group of Death. And I think the
yeah.
order is going to be Argentina, Mexico,
Mhm.
Poland, and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I agree. Because like, okay, so I remember seeing videos.
Poland's
Every
got my boy,
did you know his name?
Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, very good. I'm actually very surprised you know these
He's on
soccer
Bayern. I
players.
think he's still on Bayern Munich, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you know Bayern Munich. I'm so shocked right now. That's crazy. I didn't know you follow soccer. Do you?
No.
So how do you know these people?
Um.
Do you stalk them?
No. No. So the YouTuber KSI, he used
Oh
to do
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
card openings, and he was obsessed with Lewandowski.
Oh, the
And-
card openings. I totally forgot about them. Okay, so I'm just geeking out real quick. So ever since I was younger, FIFA. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I did a report on this. So okay, so it's this company called Panini. Okay,
Okay.
like the actual like panini, like the sandwich. They create the sticker booklet. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. So it's basically like a card collection. If
Okay.
that makes sense. So you get a booklet and has every country in the World Cup, and they sell separate packets of stickers, and you just collect as many as you want, or
Mhm.
not many as you want, but as many as the booklet has, and it has the whole lineup of the country and also the stadium.
Okay.
So I remember I've done it ever since the 2000, I think, which the one in Germany, I think it's the 2000 World Cup.
You were like one probably.
No, okay, it wasn't 2000 World Cup then. It was probably 2000, like. So I was living in Mexico at this time, so I was probably like 6, but I
Yeah.
remember doing it. Obviously my parents can, let's say, remember that
Vouch.
too, but yeah,
Yeah.
vouch for me. But what's it called? But I used to love doing that. I'm gonna do it again this year. But it's so much fun because it's
Mhm.
like kind of like a card opening, because you don't know what you're gonna have.
Yeah.
And then especially when you get like, let's say for example for you, if you get like a USA player, it's so cool. You're like, oh my god, I got a USA player. But it's really cool if you because it's really engaging.
Mhm.
I would say I love it. I enjoy it. I'm probably too obsessed, but that's just me. But what's it called? But yeah, so what does the chat think about the Group C with Mexico? So just a refresher, it's Argentina, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, and Poland. So in my prediction, I haven't done the prediction for this one yet, right? So basically the same thing what the chat said and Chris said. I would say England, US, Wales, and Iran.
Group
eh,
H is pretty good too.
what's Group H?
Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea.
Huh.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say Ghana will be second, and then what
Ghana's
was
good?
well, yeah, Ghana's good. Yeah.
Really?
What's the second? What's the other teams you said?
Portugal, Uruguay, and South Korea.
Okay, never mind. It'll be Portugal first, Uruguay, Ghana, and South Korea. Actually, now that I think about it, South Korea is actually a good team too.
That's the group of death right there, I think.
Yo,
Group H.
it's funny because it's not really, but they're all filled with good teams.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if chat knows this or not, but both the two goats of soccer, Ronaldo or Messi, have never won a World Cup before. And
So that
I
means-
honestly don't know who you lean.
So that
more
means
towards.
Portugal and Argentina are out already.
Technically, not really, no. But no. But what's it called? But also, chat if you want to answer. What's it called? Who do you think will win the World Cup based on, let's say, either on the group now, based on either Argentina or Portugal? Or, okay, let me rephrase my question. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup, either Ronaldo or Messi?
If it was between Portugal and Argentina,
Or let's say just right now. Let's say based on the groups.
based on the groups,
Mm-hmm.
you see Argentina's group again.
Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Poland. That's Argentina.
Oh, Argentina then. Because Group H, that's insane.
Well, yeah, but then they go into the round of 16.
Yeah.
And they have to play whoever. Because also, remember, there's France, there's Switzerland, there's Brazil, there's...
Brazil. There's us.
We're
mid.
We're mid. Yeah, we're okay. We're not that good.
There's Canada.
Yeah, actually, Canada made it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're in Croatia's group.
Okay. I agree with your prediction in the Mexico group, Argentina, Mexico, Poland. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. What's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh, this chair is slowly sinking on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all
I don't know what's going on.
I'm slowly sinking on this chair. Jeez. Okay, I don't know what. There we go. Okay. What's it called? But so, okay. I love both Messi and Ronaldo. They've done so much for the sport. They have created a huge environment for La Liga, especially because obviously Real Madrid and Barcelona are huge rivals in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
It's was always the match to watch. It was always great to see two goats going against each other. Two greats in their own way.
Now,
and go ahead.
Could you say the same thing for Diego and what's the Brazilian guy's name?
Maradona?
Yeah, and the Brazilian guy.
There's a lot of Brazilian guys.
He played in New York at the end of his career.
Do you mean Pele?
Yeah, Pele. What about those two?
Pele and Maradona were in different times.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they matched up.
I don't think so.
Well,
probably Pele was a lot older than Maradona, but you can check how old is Pele right now?
I think he's in his 70s, and then Diego recently passed away.
Yeah, how old was he when he died?
Oh, Pele's 81.
Okay, how old was Diego when he passed away?
He was 60.
Yeah, there's no way they match against each other.
But do you think their impact on the sport is the same, or do you think it's
Definitely, I
lesser?
can actually tell you. Like, even when I was younger, my dad was telling me the story. When they were trying to bring soccer over to the U.S.
Yeah, they brought Pele over.
They brought Pele over.
Yeah.
And people didn't.
They play on Long Island.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
People didn't like
Cosmos.
it, to be honest, because they were like, "Oh, this is boring. There's no like action."
Yeah.
And obviously, when you're bringing a new sport to a country that it's not the culture, it's obviously difficult to get the sport
Mm-hmm.
getting more popular. But they're definitely getting a lot better with it, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Based off of what I've seen, based on what let's say since I grew up in playing soccer my whole life. So
Yeah.
it's I'm actually really glad that the US is building up a more popularity in
Mm-hmm.
soccer. Um like, even let's say we probably have, I don't quote me on this, but I think we have the youngest team in the World Cup right now, which is very unheard of,
Mm-hmm.
because the last World Cup that we went in, we were probably the oldest. So, which is,
We
let's
got
say,
that guy. What's his name?
who?
He plays for a team in
Chelsea?
England.
In
Yeah,
Chelsea?
I think so.
Christian Pulisic?
Yeah, him. Yeah,
Or Pulisic or
he
whatever?
he's pretty good.
He's really
He had
good.
a hat trick the game I watched.
Yeah,
So
Chris and I actually watched that game. It was really good.
in Orlando.
They in my hometown, Orlando. Let's go! Shout out Orlando. What's it called? It's either one. England will win the World Cup, I think. So, what's it called? The chat thinks that England will win the World Cup.
I don't know.
Interesting. I've actually never thought of that.
You know, I'm gonna give it to
Yeah, actually,
Brazil.
You think Brazil will win the World Cup?
I think they have a shot, just because I know their history
Mhm.
and you know how good Brazilian soccer players are. You know, I think that
Mhm.
they have a shot. Is Neymar playing with them?
Neymar, yeah,
Neymar.
I think this is his last World Cup. I
He's like
he's
30.
30. He's like 30. Yeah, I think he is
He's in his late
exactly 30.
30s.
Ronaldo is 37, I want to say.
Yeah,
And
and Messi's in
Messi's
that
like
same range too.
35, maybe. I think he's like 2 years younger than him.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna give it to. Okay, I'll put 3. I'll put 3 countries, and you do the same. All right.
okay.
So my first one's Brazil. Second one, I'm sorry.
That will win.
Yeah, that'll win the World Cup. 3 teams.
3 teams that might win the World Cup.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first one is Brazil. The second one's Croatia, comeback from 2018. With my boy, you
Oh
know.
boy, Luka Modric.
And then the third one, and it's gonna be a random one.
Random.
Ghana.
Why Ghana?
You said they were good.
Yeah, they are good, but they're not good enough to win the World Cup.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think an African country has ever made it to the quarterfinals.
Really?
I don't think, to be honest. I might be wrong.
I
might be wrong.
All right, then I retract that
but-
third one. I'm gonna say Canada. Third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that TikTok kid from Brazil can play for them too.
TikTok kid from Brazil. Oh, Eseva. Yeah.
Yeah,
That dude. Yeah. Yeah. He's actually really good. Like, he's not bad at all.
No.
For
Yeah.
his age. He's like what, 15 or something like that? I think he's
I
like
don't
15.
know.
So my prediction.
Just 3 countries that you think might.
Okay. See, okay. It's going back to, let's say, the Argentina Brazil conversation. I would say A, Portugal.
Okay.
B, I'm actually really thinking about this actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, B, Brazil. I'll give you 4 because I have
Okay.
more than one.
All right.
So Portugal, Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
Argentina, and what was my 4th one?
France?
I was actually gonna say France, but I wanted to say a different country though. Like I thought of a different country, but I forgot the country I was gonna say. Um, was it Argentina, Brazil, Portugal,
England?
England? Yeah, that's what it was. It was England. Yeah, yeah, exactly. England or France, to be honest, because okay, so
Imagine that final. Oh
so
my god.
actually, okay, I don't know if y'all know this, but I don't know if you know this either. But there's a thing about the thing called the World Cup curse.
Okay.
What that is that let's say every year, or not every year, every time the World Cup comes, whoever wins the World Cup, the next year they get eliminated in the group stages.
So you think France is gonna get eliminated in the group stages?
It's happened 3 years in a row.
Three
Three times in a row.
Yeah, let's say 3 times. Yeah.
So
So France is gonna be eliminated.
so yeah, so what's it called? I forget. Yeah. What was it? What was it? 2014, then 2010?
Yeah.
Who won 2020? Do you know who won the 2010 World Cup? Let me think. I want to say it was Italy, but I'm probably completely wrong.
I think you're right.
Let's see. Who won the 2010 World Cup? Let's see.
I think it.
Okay. Well, my phone thinks I'm a robot.
Okay,
That's cool.
so 2018 was Russia. No, sorry, that was a host. All right, so
Yeah.
you were close. So 2018 was France,
Oh,
obviously.
Spain. Oh, how did I
Then
forget
Germany
that?
in 2014, Spain in 2010, and then Italy in 2006.
Okay, so
Okay. So Italy was out in the group stages in 2010, you're
in
saying?
2014.
Italy in 2010 or 2014?
No. So this is what it is. So Spain won the World Cup in 2010.
And they were eliminated.
2014, they were eliminated in the group stages.
Mm-hmm.
2014, Germany won the World Cup. Then 2018, this last World Cup, they were eliminated in the group stages.
Yes.
So the prediction is
France gonna be eliminated.
France is going to be eliminated in the group stages.
Okay. So
that's if I don't know if chat let's say knew that or not, but actually it was called the New York Cosmos. They played at Giant Stadium and practiced out of Long Island.
Yes.
That's what chat said.
All right. So we're running out of time here, but I'll talk about this one last topic for a minute. The Masters.
Oh yeah, the Masters. Forgot about that.
Yeah. So yesterday I watched a little bit of it. And I watched Tiger Woods, Lewis who's something South African golf player. I can't pronounce his last name. And then Neiman. I can't pronounce his first name. He's from Chile. He's really good too. So all three of them, they're pretty good. So I watched that a little bit. The Masters so far, out of those three, Neiman's doing the best. Last time I checked, -3, so he's 3 below par. I'm gonna check the standings right now, right before. Yeah. So yeah, you can do that if you want. So currently, right now, Neiman is tied for third place. He's actually now, he's -3, but he's even today.
Okay. So I kind of understand the golf rules. So basically, the lower the number you get, the better you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when you do a course, it's a certain amount of swings.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if let's say you hit a course that's 4 hits in a hole in one, you're now -3.
What do you mean 4 hits in a hole in one?
So if it's 4 strokes, but you get a hole in one, that you're -3.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So currently, there's 2 people tied for first place: Willett and Im. So Willett is from England and Im is from South Korea. They're both -4, so they're 4 below par.
So based off of what you've seen, because how long? Actually, before I ask this question, how long is the Masters?
It's 4 days.
4 days. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the tournament to get the green jacket.
Yes.
Okay. And then second question. Who do you think is going to win the Masters?
I want Neiman to win.
Okay.
But right now, it's tough to predict that, to be honest, because it changes very quickly. I don't think Tiger Woods is going to win it. I'll say that right now. He's been dead even since yesterday.
Wow.
He's now +1, but
Wow.
he's
what position is he in?
He's tied for 16th place. So
out of how many?
this list goes on.
Oh, but that's not that bad though.
Out of it looks like 101.
Okay, 16th out of 101. That's not bad at all.
But I think that
can reply to the chat.
I think that Neiman or Willett will win, because Neiman's has been doing well today. He did fantastic yesterday, so and Willett's doing pretty well today. But we're getting a little short on time here. I think we went a little over today, but it's all right. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's we don't have to stick to the hour. We can go
Yeah.
over.
Yes.
So there's no, let's say, time limit. And my chair's sinking again.
But
yeah, like it was good.
So again, we discussed the MLB opening day was yesterday and is today as well. We discussed some hockey news going on, the Islanders and Rangers. We talked about the NBA playoffs starting up, and we talked a lot about the World Cup and a teensy little bit of the Masters.
Exactly.
So next week we will not be on the air. We have Easter break. To all those who celebrate, have a Holy Thursday, a Good Friday, and a Holy Easter Sunday. We will be back probably in 2 weeks. I will not be here for that one. I have a prior obligation. Mike, your chair is still sinking.
Yeah, I know.
So, but Mike will be with you guys.
Yes, sir.
On that Friday, which I believe is the 22nd of April. I don't know if that's your last broadcast.
I don't know. Let's say I don't know if they're still doing it at the end, because the last Friday, isn't it 6th, the last Friday?
Yes, I will be there for that.
Okay.
After that
I don't know if they'll do it for finals week.
Okay.
I highly doubt it, to be honest.
Mhm.
I don't, because it's a Friday.
Yeah.
Like no one wants to be here.
So but I don't know if you guys will see me again for the couple of weeks, because obviously next week and then the weekend after, I am going away once again. So
where are you going?
I'm going to Binghamton. Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. So, Mike, you wanna?
Yep. Well, thank you guys so much for attending. Obviously, we went a little over, which is okay, but we had fun.
Yeah.
We had fun chatting with you guys and having fun. But again, thank you guys for showing up for DeMarco and Leone do sports talk.
Yes.
Again, not next week, but the week after, we're gonna come back at the same time from 1 to 2 and come join and hang out with us and keep commenting. It's a lot of fun interacting with you guys. So we'll see you guys. What's it called, in 2 weeks?
Yeah. See y'all very soon.